Okay, we're just back here at the airport. YVR. Just to take up from where we left off earlier today, we've got some new settings. So I'm just going to be out here for maybe an hour and a half and test these new settings, see what it looks like. We've got a bit of heat distortion because it is warm. It's over 20 degrees Celsius out here right now. So, and hello, Venkman. Good to see you. Mike, thank you. Appreciate all the help, Mike. Yeah, so as I say, I'm just kind of picking up from where we left off before. And this is titled One More Time. We've got a Navajo landing here. Just kind of pop it into frame. Where did I see? There it is. Yeah, there's our bit of a light airplane, but our first arrival of the show. And yeah, we're back. We're back for a bit, just to see how things go, basically. And Martin. Hi, Martin and Tracy. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate that. As I say, I had a gremlin, I guess you could call it. There was a settings issue that I needed help with from the support of the people that manufacture the live view units. So I had to basically spend some time with them on the phone today. And oh, look at Swoops coming out. Isn't that nice? So they've given us a new set of parameters to work with here on the unit. And so I thought, yeah, let's get out to the airport and just give it a bit of a test. So I'll tell you about that. Let's level the camera off a bit. There we go. Oh. And hopefully it'll make things easier for us moving forward. I like the new emojis. Venkman sent me several that he made, and I added the vest, as you can see, my high-vis vest, and of course a WestJet and Air Canada logo. So as we basically get more streaming in under our belts, and we can add more of these emojis. So yeah, so thank you, Venkman, for sending those to me, and hello, Sam. And as I say, it's just, kind of a test right now. I want to see if the new system works as advertised. Well, it's not a new system. It's just a new settings regimen that they've given us here. So I want to see how it works, and we're going to play with it as well. So apparently there is a setting which will keep the stream going even if I turn off the camera, do a battery change. For an extended period of time, it won't end the stream. So hopefully it will work. And what we're going to do is we're going to test that. I'm going to shut the camera down for like say 20 seconds, 25 seconds, and you guys should see, instead of nothing, you should see a pop-up. Not really a pop-up. It's a screen that I created that says "We'll be back." Stay tuned. We're working on it. That kind of thing. So we're going to test that out a few times, actually, just to make sure that it's kind of working. And, hopefully it'll make our life easier as we move forward. Thank you, Paula. Yeah, it was a bit of a letdown because we set up this morning for our show here at the airport, this same location, Maryburg Park. And then after an hour, our technical gremlins wouldn't allow me to resume the stream after I changed the battery. So anyhow, I know it's late for you guys, certainly in the UK. And what time is it? Geez, it's about 11:28 your time. So I realize you won't be able to hang out too long here, but I'll probably be here for maybe an hour and a half, just to see how it goes, see what it looks like. So we'll give it a try. So thank you, everybody. Paula, Martin, Sam, Icebird 757, nice to see you here, and Venkman, appreciate you guys being here, with me during this no notice pop-up. Anyhow, this is operating a WestJet flight. What Swoop, of course, was or is owned by WestJet, and they're heading to Toronto in this beautifully painted Swoop airplane, WestJet flight 718. And we're still on runway 26 actually here at Vancouver. So it's nice to see that even in sunny conditions we can still do a show from this location. I like this location a lot, actually. So I can bring on the radios for us, just like that. There we go. Let's see what the radio's gonna say. Yeah, the departure this morning on the Convairs, it was fabulous. I love the early morning shows, and we got the two of them actually. So we did.
Hello, it's a speedbird 2278 on stand 64, 777 200 kilo, requesting clearance please for Gatwick.
Speedbird 2278 heavy, Vancouver clearance, clear to land in Gatwick via Vancouver 2 departure, runway 26 left, flight plan route. Departure frequency 126.12, squawk 7064.
Okay, speedbird 2278, clear to Gatwick via Vancouver 2, off runway 26 left, then flight plan route. Departure frequency of 126.12 and squawk 7064.
She got it right.
Speedbird 2278, thanks for your background.
So Speedbird's coming out, the Gatwick flight. So you just...
Speedbird 2278, when you're ready for the pushback, contact ground 12715.
Great. We're going to have British Airways taxiing out, heading to Gatwick. That's wonderful. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad you enjoyed the shows, and long may they continue. I really enjoy being here, hanging out at the airport. It's just something very therapeutic about it, and being here with you guys, it just makes it all the better. So camera's a bit overexposed. I just stopped it down a bit. I was running the camera a bit bright. So yeah, it's just good to be here. I'm really enjoying it. When things go right, it's great. So thank you all for being here. And it's a lovely afternoon. What is it, around 20-21 degrees Celsius right now. Gentle breeze. We've got United Airlines taxiing out, heading to, it's flight 205 to Denver. Yeah, we've got some heat haze, right? You can see that very pronounced heat haze. It is what it is. You know, when we get above 16, 17 Celsius, the heat haze is there, so we just have to live with it. But I'm really going to do my best to have a nice show for you guys. Part 2 today. But I can't wait for British Airways Gatwick flight to come out here to present itself. They're pushing back right now. We just heard that. So, yeah, the Convair 580s. I mean, I love the morning shows for that reason, and I started early. Left the house, I think, around 6 a.m. But the reward is 2 Convair 580 departures. So we'll do that a lot more this summer, for sure, and even some afternoon shows as well. That looks nice.
1307 Vancouver clearance, could have protected airport by the Richmond 7 departure, runway 26 left. Flight plan route, departure vacancy 132.3.
Yeah, you can really see the heat distortion. It's atmospheric. It has to do with the humidity in the air and the temperature, etc.
Go 1307 is cleared to Penticton Airport via the Richmond 7 departure 26 left, flight plan route, squawk 053 and departure frequency 32.3. That's 1307, thanks for your back.
I agree, Venkman.
Taxiing with Kilo, requesting sound departure, west flag normal.
The swoop color scheme's awesome. I love it, and I hope they keep those airplanes in those colors as well. It's just very, very nice. So let's hope for that. Yeah, no worries, Paula. We understand that you guys have to get up tomorrow for work. There's United blasting off. Off to Denver, Colorado. A319. Gentle. Very nice. Easy does it. Gear up. There she goes. Very nice. Well, pretty soon we're going to have British Airways presenting here. And of course we've got our cargo jets. 2 cargo jets. Actually 4 cargo jets, because there's the 2 767s right there. And we got another 2 right here. So 4 in total of the cargo jet 767s in the house. And then over on the south side, I'll just show you the construction that they're doing. We can see it when we do our shows from the south side, but they're working feverishly. Whereas kind of right there, got diggers going on, and hopefully over the next several months they'll get that taken care of, and we'll have an unobstructed view of the runway from the south terminal. Good luck with your exam, Paula. We're wishing you all the very best. We know you're going to do well. And hello, Rich Cullum. Thank you for joining. Rich, appreciate that. And let's see, let's have a back at the main terminal. As I say, this is actually a good time for us to do a test, because it's quiet right now. So let's do a test. We'll do it together, actually. Naturally. Turn the radio off. Okay. Nothing on the approach, and we've got there's a float plane here. There is something on the approach. Look at this. Look at this. It's a Beaver amphib. That is nice. And a rare sight, too. He's going to land with his floats right on the runway. And there it is. Isn't that cool? Floats with wheels built into them are called amphibs. Just like the bird, right? So it landed very nicely. So yeah, let's do this test. I'm kind of scared, actually, but let's give it a try. I'll pull the camera back, and we're gonna do a camera shutdown, meaning this is a simulated battery change, and I'll hold the camera off in the power off position for 20 seconds, and we're gonna see if you guys get a screen. You guys should get a screen that says to the effect, stand by. We're dealing with technical issues, but we'll be back. Don't go away. So let's see if this happens, okay? I'm going to hold the camera off for 20 seconds. Are you guys ready? Okay, I won't be scared. Okay, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and This was a change that was implemented by Live View on the settings side, and the idea is that when we do a battery change in future, it locks the signal so we won't lose the stream like what happened this morning. I wasn't able to get the stream back, and I couldn't launch a new signal either. So this is hopefully going to help us address that issue. So that is good. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Sam, Paula, thank you very much. And British Airways should be presenting it pretty soon. Let's see where. Yeah, let's have a look here. Where's British Airways? There's a lot of airplanes moving right now on the field. Well, we've got. I don't quite see British Airways on taxiing at this point, but I did hear them on the radio. I don't know if you guys see them on your radar. I've got a Dash 8 coming out. I've got a WestJet heading to Calgary. We've got a 1 Dash 8 heading to Prince George, which will be presenting shortly. We Air Canada Jazz to Cranbrook. And got a couple of inbounds there. But so far I don't see British Airways squawking on the radar yet. But we will. We'll see them soon. At least we've got something to look at. Q400. So our first Q400 is Jazz heading to Prince George. Prince George. Yeah, an Invigilator. We'll have to Google that, but sounds like an interesting job. There's the second Q400. We've got the heat, of course, but that's okay. That's okay. No worries. No worries at all. If we had a picture of an airplane circling, yes, like a C5 Galaxy in the circuit with one wing down and one wing up. Cool. Double Q400s coming our way, slowly trundling along. As I say, it's just we got what have we got on approach? We got a Beech 1900 right behind me, so we'll pull the camera back here for this Beech 1900 landing. You can hear it right now. It's coming in right over my shoulder. There he is. Lock on. With birds. Nice. He settles down gently onto the runway. Nice. Very, very nice. Well done, Pacific Coastal. And back to our Q400s. Double Q400s, actually, for us. Eight minutes out on the other side. Yes, blurry props. KLM. Wow, that's interesting. I've not heard that, Venkman, but if they go back to their low-cost routes, that would be helpful. Very helpful. Okay, well, I'm sure the job will get more interesting as you get more into it, Paula. Okay, double Q400s. Any heavies today? Well, we had... No, you know what? This morning, actually, we didn't have any heavies. So, it wasn't a heavy day today. I think, well, as I say, I know that British Airways is coming out now. What's the local time here in Vancouver is approximately 15:44? 43? So, 3:43 p.m., And we'll be here for at least, I'd say, till 5 o'clock. So about another hour and 15 minutes we'll put in. As I say, there's a tall tale. Is there a tall tale? Maybe. Yeah, so we'll be here for about another hour and 15 minutes. Just like that. I'm sure there will be some heavy departures between now and then, but I honestly cannot guarantee it, just because I just wanted to come out here quickly and get this test happening. But it's not a bad test. Not a bad test at all. There's the radio. Okay, we've got a BizJet coming in right behind me, so I'll just pull her around here. See if I can get it. Corporate iron. BizJet time. It's like a Falcon, or what is that? Maybe a Cessna? Not bad. She's down safely. And here's our Q400. Yeah, so this Q400 is heading to Prince George, actually. And then we got one behind it as well that's heading to Cranbrook. Hello, Robbie Batista. Thank you for joining. And Guy? No, I don't ignore the smaller aircraft. We treat all airplanes with equal respect. Definitely. Yes, Paul, I like those emojis. Right on. Okay. There's the Q400. A little bit, I guess, because of the higher temperatures, a little bit longer takeoff roll than what we're used to. And what have we got? So there's Cranbrook, and there we've got a jet coming out behind it. Well, yeah, WestJet. A couple of jets, actually. Just figure out where that WestJet's going to go. That WestJet's heading to Calgary. The one turning there. Oh, we've got another King Air. Another King Air landing. Or a King Air, I should say. King Air makes it look easy. Bit of ground effect, bit of wobble, and it's down nicely. Successful landing. There's our Q400 turning onto the active. Cranbrook. Double jets behind it. There they go. Journey has started. Delta connection. SkyWest flight 4040 heading to Seattle, Embraer 175. Yeah. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the show, Paul Hiley. Southampton. So you guys know, my battery really is at 15%, so we will really change it here pretty soon. These Embraers rolling. We might be able to get the WestJet departure, we'll see. Seattle. Okay, so here's our WestJet turning on to the active right now. Heading to Calgary. Oh, there's another light aircraft there in front. Kind of missed what it was. It looked like a yellow King Air. Yeah, that's what it is. Look at that. The mallard went buzzing across the screen. That was neat. Hello, Chris Scapullo. Thank you, Chris, for joining the stream. What have we got coming out? We've got a flare heading to Calgary. Taxiing out, flare flight 8804. We'll just wait for this Calgary WestJet to roll nicely. Battery's at 13%, so yeah, I may have to do this change pretty soon. But that's okay, because we know that the standby screen seems to be working, so we have a chance to really try it out here in just a second. And they're up and away. Climbing really nicely, actually. That's nice. Okay, so the flare is right there. Let's get the focus, though. Better. Doesn't want to hold. There we go, a bit better. Always better if it's overcast, but I can't control that, as you guys know. Is what it is. Ooh, BizJet. There's a fairly large BizJet right there in front, which I think is now Rolling Thunder. Yeah, it is. The BizJet is definitely rolling. What is it? It's a Gulfstream G5 50. Up and away. And now... Okay, British Airways is taxiing. Yippee! Registration GVIP. Golf Victor India Papa to Gatwick. Flight 2278 is now taxiing out. It's leaving the Horseshoe. So, that's good news. That is very good news, I must say. Wait for this WestJet to roll out of here. No, this is not WestJet. Venkman, thank you very, very much, Venkman, for gifting 1 JetFlix membership. So, if anybody's watching and you don't have a membership to the channel, you can snap this up, courtesy of Venkman, and you'll have membership. And you'll be able to watch our special content, our members-only content, and you'll also be able to use our special emojis for members only. So if you're fast and you're watching, you can snap that up with special compliments and thanks to Venkman7 for that donation. It's going to be there until somebody snaps it up. Paul got it. Okay, congratulations, Paul. Hip, yip, hip, 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 hooray. That's awesome. So, Paul, you'll at your leisure, you'll be able to view all the premium content on the JetFlix channel here on YouTube. Those are the full feature shows. It's all classic airline content, 707s, 720s, Lockheed Electras, that kind of stuff. So, you know what? I think we should do our battery change now, just because we can. So give me a second. Let's do a countdown. Official countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Okay, so we got that battery change done, I think, nicely. So that's pretty good. Hope you guys, hopefully that was painless for you guys too. Hello, Hans Olaf Mork. How did the battery change go? Okay, you like the countdown. There's an Air Canada coming. It says Vancouver to Vancouver. Okay, let's see if I can find that. That does sound strange. But, I mean, yeah, sometimes those radar filings are wonky. I see WestJet coming out. No, that's arriving. I see a Montreal inbound to Vancouver. Yeah, I don't see the Air Canada yet, so I think mine is a little bit slower than yours. But I do see British Airways. So let's zoom in on British Airways right now. Let's go zoom in on it. There it is. Heading to Gatwick. It's 777-200, which is nice. Okay, I'm glad the battery change went well. Thank you for the heads up on that. That was our problem this morning. There was some kind of bug that prevented us from coming back to the stream. I did the battery change. Obviously, I had to shut down the camera, disconnect. And when we powered up the camera, the stream had ended. So YouTube, for whatever reason, decided that they shut down the stream when there was no power into the camera and the signal was cut. So usually they don't do that, but they did it. So I put a call into the customer support people from LiveView, and we did a lot of troubleshooting. We did a lot of adjusting of the settings, and they came up with this new service that they have, which you've just seen with the screen, whenever the signal is cut, it will forcibly hold the YouTube stream open until we come back to the stream. So I have a new on-off button that I use to start the stream and to end the stream, and hopefully that will prevent future reoccurrences of the issue we had this morning. So, yes, there you go, Martin, using the 777 emoji. That a boy. I like that. Yeah. The AC landing now, just talking. You guys are talking about an Air Canada landing. Oh, yes, Martin. Yes, you've been watching the North Korean stuff. That is one of my favorite AvGeek holidays. I went twice to North Korea with Juche Travel, run by David Thompson, who is English. And those were great tours. I loved it. Obviously not talking politics, I'm talking the love of aviation. And it was just wonderful to visit that country and experience what we saw. We flew on some great aircraft, Soviet stuff. Yeah, IL-62, Tu-154, 134, Antonov jet. What is the name of that jet? 148. An AN-148, or yeah. Looks like a 146, but with only 2 engines. Of course, the IL-18. What a treat that was. Okay, back to British Airways. They're getting a bit closer. There we go. Looking nice. Our first.
6557 ground, taxi Alpha. I'll take 6557.
Yeah, so this is British Airways flight 2278 heading from Vancouver to London Gatwick. Looking beautiful.
Where are you going?
Love the rudder action there. Giving us a nice wave. Yeah. Tomorrow morning they'll be in London. Let's get the Reggie. There it is, GVIP, double IP.
Altitude 5 ground, cross runway 13.
Next stop, Gatwick.
Jazz 276 ground, push back your discretion.
And they're rolling. They are rolling thunder out of YVR. Oh yeah. Pour on the coal. Beautiful rotation. That was nice. That was worth the price of admission. Climbing majestically. In about 8.5 hours, they will be at Gatwick. Nice. Nice. Back to terra firma. We've got another lander on this side. Of course, it's a Pacific Coastal. Pacific Coastal. No, it's not. It's a Medevac King Air, actually. We have a lot of King Airs here in Vancouver. Very popular airplane, especially for the Medevacs. She's down nicely. Carson Air is the operator of this King Air. They're the Medevac company. They've got a Medevac contract with the Province of British Columbia Medical Services Division.
Just 461 ground, push back your discretion.
As I say, I wanted to come out here to just test things, so that was the reason for the visit. So, yes, hello, Kirsten Mills. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining the stream, and thank you, Paula, for the reminder to. For those of you that are watching, if you could just take 1 second and a little bit of thumb action just to click on that, or index finger or thumb to click on that like button, that would be much appreciated.
There's a King Air Medevac inbound on Alpha, headed for Sky Service, taxi by Charlie.
Yeah, he was talking.
Medevac Beach 1900, Christian Soft 340, just maneuvering on the south apron, they're headed for Charlie.
What's happening? They're talking about. There we go. There's the Saab 340 that's coming out that they were talking about.
1307 looks like you're going to be ahead of them there.
So the Saab 340 is going to depart. We can keep our camera pointed at the Saab 340.
276 ground, runway 26 left, altimeter 3007, taxi Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 7. Good, Hotel Delta Delta 7.
Helicopter. Bell Jet Ranger. I'll see if I can put it on camera for us. I might be able to. Do my best. There it is. Not so easy to film, but that looks hairy.
Hotel Delta Delta 7.
Ambulance on the main road here. Yeah. So let's go back to the Saab 340 that's taxiing out, the Pacific Coastal, right there. So we'll watch this. And there's the King Airs. too much of a delay there. And Saab is rolling.
Jazz 461 ground, runway 26 left, altimeter 3007, taxi Golf, Hotel Delta Delta 7.
Well, the Saab 340 is up, and it's coming out our way here. Q400s, surprise, surprise. Well, Lufty landed at 2:51. So, Chris, do you know what time they're due out at? Do you know their departure? Okay, so I see what you're saying. Oh, Michael, you just received my book. I am so thrilled to hear that. Thank you so very much for the heads up that you just got my book. I'm gonna I brought a copy of the book with me here, and I'm gonna put it on screen here when we've got a little bit of a downtime, and just to show it. Yeah, it's here. I've been working over the last 2 weeks to get all those pre-orders mailed. And next we'll be getting our, first we did Canada, then we did the United States, and then now we're going to work on the Europe pre-orders. Oh, we also did the Australia New Zealand pre-orders last week as well, but the Europe and UK pre-orders we'll be working on next. So this Q400 is going to Kelowna, Air Canada Jazz 276. We've actually got 3 Q400s on their way out right now.
Pittsburgh 514, trainer ground, proceed Lima, fast runway 13, Lima hold big.
Yeah, 3 Q400s. Back to back. Yeah. So Sam, you got a 747 at East Midlands Airport. I wonder what the operator. Oh, 4:35. Okay, so in about 20 minutes we're going to get the Lufty. Thank you, Venkman. We're going to see it then. It's going to. So that's worth sticking around for. Oh, Silkway, of course. Yes, that's right, Rich. I've heard of Silkway. And what's the other one? National. I think National goes into the UK with their 747s, if that's their name. And. There used to be a Russian company, I forget the name of it. Oh yeah, well, Silkway. Yeah, Silkway is Russian, actually, I think. It's interesting that they're flying into the UK. I can't wait for Lufthansa to taxi out. That is going to be amazing. That's only about 15-20 minutes from now. Wow. Azerbaijan, okay. Oh, Silkway is based in Azerbaijan. That could very well be, yes. There we go. They're rolling. Nicely. Yeah, Lufty. Never get tired of watching 747 action. header.
Encore 3327 ground, taxi, hotel,
So this Q400 that's on the active right now is heading to Victoria. Short hop over the water. Essentially, instead of taking the ferry, and watch those spoilers sit down on the wing as soon as they're ready to go. Just watch the spoiler there. There we go. It's down. That means the throttles have been pushed forward in the throttle quadrant there, and the airplane is accelerating down the runway with purpose. Actually.
Back to 152, thank you.
And there's our next one. Well, I'm starting to get into nail biting mode for the Lufty.
Escort 514 trainer, go.
Yeah, I agree, Venkman. The ferry is expensive. What is it? But easily, it's $100 per driver and car each way. So that is what it is. If not more, right? If you take a reservation and it's a busy time, you could pay $125.
Proceed Lima. Make a right turn onto runway 13. Delta. Hold short of hotel.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my book. Hang on. Let's do this. That Q400 climb. Up it goes. And let's just set this up here. Set this up. Pull that back. Open it up just a tad. And I'll grab my book and okay. Here we go. Let's see if this can work. Okay, it's time to plug my book. So here it is. It's a 288-page book. It's called Air Travel Time Machine Volume 1. On the back, we've got passengers boarding a Pan Am Stratocruiser. It's a family. The father and the two brothers with wives taken in New York in the mid-1950s. And the front cover, we've got this lovely BOAC flight attendant, or stewardess as they were called back then. I'm thinking she had just graduated from flight attendant school. She's wearing her elegant white gloves, and she was posed at the BOAC hangar in front of a Bristol Britannia, BOAC Bristol Britannia. As I say, the book is 288 pages, all color, written by me, and it's my production. I have been collecting these vintage images of people and travel from the 1950s. Well, actually, the book covers the period 1942 to 1960. So the golden age of air travel and aviation, those post-war years when aviation evolved from piston-driven airliners and flying boats to the first-generation four-engine jetliners, essentially the Comet 707 and DC-8. This was a very exciting and very interesting period of commercial aviation. It's a period of aviation that is near and dear to my heart. I've been a passionate aviation fan my entire life, and I've always been fascinated about this golden age of aviation, the period in the immediate war years, post-war years, up until the early 60s. So this is my book.
we've only printed 600. 300 have been sent to our European distributor, and 300 are here in North America for North American distribution. So there's effectively 600 that are available. And once it's sold out, obviously. If you'd like to order a copy of my book now or in the future, you can visit my website, henrytenby.com. Simple as that, henrytenby.com. And you'll see right on the home page, you'll see this. You just click on that and it'll take you to the order page where you can order my book. So we've got a Cessna Caravan landing right now, and I'll try to film it for you. See if we can. Let's see if we can. Not sure I'm fast enough, but I might be able to. There we go. Yeah, I did. But that gave you guys a tour of my book. Thank you, Mel W. Appreciate that. Yeah. Rachel D. Friends took me to a super nice airfield in Ontario. Aurelia. Oh, wow. Okay, you met with a lady who was a float plane pilot. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay, well, we're just waiting for Lufthansa here. Local time. How many books do I have left? Asks Paula. I have 200 books left here in Vancouver, and I'm not sure about in Europe, but they've got plenty, so you don't have to worry, Paula. And I've got one set aside for you that can be mailed or given to your family members here in Vancouver. No problem. So don't worry. I'm not gonna sell out all the books without you having one. So don't worry about that, Paula. I should be so lucky that I could sell 600 books within a month of getting them. Or no, not a month. Within 2 weeks of their arriving at the container port here in Vancouver. So no, that would be quite something. Mel. Thank you so much, Mel, for gifting one JetFlix membership. Mel, that is very, very kind of you. If there's anybody watching right now who doesn't have a membership, you can snafu that membership and snap it up, and that'll be yours. And you'll have access to the premium content here on the JetFlix channel here on YouTube. And I do have quite a bit of premium content. This is my classic airline content, some of which is here on YouTube, but there's over 1,000 films on my JetFlix TV streaming service. So JetFlix TV is the world's largest all-aviation streaming service. And I founded it in 2016, and we have over 1,000 videos. Exclusive content, much of it filmed by myself on the JetFlix TV platform, but a selection of it is here on YouTube, and it's available as premium content, and we'll be adding more of it, of course, as time allows. So as a premium member on the channel, you can access that premium content. So I just want to remind you guys about that. So I'm looking at the flight radar to see what's going on with Lufthansa. They haven't started pinging yet, but it should be in the next 10 minutes. Robert Albertson. Robert is a retired LAX airport police officer, and you're living full-time in the Philippines. Fantastic. Wow, Robert. Yes, I absolutely love the Philippines. I've seen many YouTube videos about expats living in, Thailand and the Philippines and Vietnam. It does intrigue me that the quality of living is very comfortable. Of course, the weather is wonderful, and if one is retired, it certainly stretches the retirement dollar very significantly. And yes, but I definitely love the Philippines. I was in Boracay in December of 2022, and just love Boracay. What a magic place. Cannot wait to go back. It is heaven on earth. So Venkman asks, my book is volume 1. How many am I planning for? 2. Venkman, the second volume would cover the period 1960 to the early 70s, and I have another 1,000 images to cover that period. The plan is to try to squeeze them into a book. Volume 2, because I think it would be a bit much to have 3 volumes to cover it all. But right now I'm working on a Trans-Canada Airlines history book, which I'll share with you guys in a bit in more detail. But it is a written memoirs of from a gentleman who worked for Trans-Canada Airlines from 1943 until the early 80s. And he was involved in the acquisition of all the great airliners that TCA ordered in that period, starting with the North Star, the DC-3s, the North Star, the Connie, Super Connie, of course, then the DC-8, Vanguard, DC-9, and so on. So it's an absolutely fascinating book, and that is actually my next book. It's also just under 300 pages, full color, loads of color images throughout, lavishly presented in color with heavy page stock, just like my air travel time machine book. So the quality of the book printing is, I believe, high. I wanted to put out a quality product, and that is my next book. But the Air Travel Time Machine Volume 2 is probably a couple years away, because I do need to sell most of the 600 copies that have been printed of the book. So hopefully we can get there, and so we're on our way for sure. Rachel asks, how can I order a copy for delivery to Ontario? Okay, so all you would need to do is just go to henrytenby.com. You're going to click on the book there, and that'll take you to the order page. And when you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see ordering for USA, UK, and Europe, and Canada, etc. So you're going to click on the Canadian address and order it with that button. The Canadian address sadly adds the Canadian tax, so I am required by law to collect GST. And that's just unfortunately how it is. I must say, if you live in Vancouver and you'd like to get a copy of my book, you can get my book at Flight City right here at the airport. It's only 500 meters from where I'm standing. So let me actually grab the book and say that with the book, because that's a good plug actually. That is a very good plug for video. So let me grab the book, and we'll do a sound bite here. Okay. Here we are. Smiles, shoulders back, stomach in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to order a copy of my Air Travel Time Machine book, and you are located here in Vancouver, you can pick up your copy of this book here at Vancouver International Airport at Flight City. Be sure to visit with Don at Flight City. Tell him I sent you, and you can pick up a copy of the book without any shipping. Of course, you have to come to Vancouver to do that. So Flight City, Vancouver International Airport, has my book, Air Travel Time Machine Volume 1, in stock. So be sure to pick it up there. If you are not located in Vancouver, you can order this book from my website, henrytenby.com. Just head over to henrytenby.com, click on this right on the home page, and it'll take you to a page where you can place your order easily and quickly. How's that for a plug? Okay, so I can do a screen capture from that later on as well. So thanks for asking that question. Actually, I do have other news. Speaking of Vancouver Island, I do have more news to talk about once we get we've got some movements coming our way. So, Kirsten, I'm going to share. Oh, hang on. We've got a float plane lander. There it is. Landing on the river. Kind of got it. At least we had a glimpse of it. So no problemo. Jet time. But yes, I have Vancouver Island news. So Kirsten, stay tuned. Good night, Tracy D. Sleep well. Thank you for joining the show. Much appreciate that. Good night, Sam. So yeah, we've got double Boeings taxiing out here. First one is heading to Mexico City. It's Air Canada's flight 996. That's the MAX right there heading to Mexico City. It's about a 5-hour flight from Vancouver. Due south, right? Straight down the coast. Pretty much right over LAX, I think. And behind it, we've got a WestJet 37. Where's that heading to? That's heading down to flight 120, Calgary, Cowtown, and Mexico City. We'll bring on the house radio here. And I noticed there's some new people here watching the show. If you're watching the show and you haven't yet hit the subscribe button to the channel, please do so. And then you'll get notified whenever we're going live. So be sure to hit that subscribe button just to the channel. And there's no cost to do that. And whenever we're going live here at YVR or anywhere else, you're going to get notified. I will share a news item with you guys. It's really interesting for later this week, especially for Vancouver, especially for Kirsten Mills and her son for Vancouver Island. And hello, Perth Mark II, joining from Western Australia. I presume Perth. Wow. Thank you, Perth Mark II, for joining in. Guy, your guy's going to bed. Thank you very much for joining us, Guy. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you next time. And sleep well. Have a good night. There they go. There they go. Off to Mexico City. Thundering down the runway. Vancouver Airport. Runway 26 left for departures. Here's the WestJet to Calgary taxiing into the frame.
Glacier 587, ground runway 26 left, altimeter 3007, taxi China. 5826 left, Glacier 587.
Oh.
Most ground, 466 at the south terminal, rating second. So we got 466 now, runway 26 left, altimeter 3007, Glacier's on the move, caution prop wash, taxi China.
Yeah, watch the prop wash. I will say, it's not too bad. I wasn't expecting it to be this busy, to be honest. I was expecting a little bit more quiet time, but that's okay. For those of you just joining now, this is more or less a test of some settings that I've implemented on my streaming setup. So I was here earlier today, this morning. We did about a 1 hour stream, and then we ran into a technical glitch. So I wanted to bring the camera out this afternoon, do some more streaming to see if we could be stable with these changes in the settings that the manufacturer of the streaming deck suggested. So that's why I'm out here right now. Yeah, nice emojis, guys. Is there any way to pay in Canadian dollars? If you send me a personal check, you could, but I've priced the book in US dollars because the vast majority of the purchases are in US. It's kind of yeah, I just priced the book in US dollars for all buyers worldwide. Most of the buyers are out of the US. And also, psychologically, it's not good to have a book priced in Canadian dollars because the number's so high. So that's another reality as well. The Canadian dollar is heading towards 70 cents here. And that's just, it just means I constantly have to change the price in Canadian dollars as the Canadian dollar fluctuates. So it's just much easier for me to set the common price. The book price is $41 US. And whatever that works out into local currencies, that can change on the buyer's end, but I don't have to change the prices on my website. So that's just how I've done it. Who's this? This looks like an Embraer 195. Yeah, it's Porter Airlines heading to Toronto. Okay, I've got some news to tell you guys. I think we can do this pretty quickly. Let's do this. News announcement. Okay, I'll kill the radio. I don't need to compete with ATC. Okay, news announcement. This coming Friday and Saturday, we're going to be doing filming content and live streams. Kirsten Mills, this will be of interest to you and your son. It's the annual Comox Air Force Base, CFB Comox Air Show. Our plan is to be there on the Friday for the arrivals and on the Saturday for the show. There's going to be a lot of American content. I believe they've got a KC-135, U.S. Navy, Poseidon. We've got another P-3 coming up from, I think, possibly Whidbey Island. And of course, a lot of interesting Canadian content as well. CF-18 flight demo, Hercules demo, CP-140 flight demonstration. So there'll be a lot of Allison engine action. So our plan is, this is our plan to do our regular show this coming Thursday. And then we'll be positioning over to the island, myself and assistant. And we will overnight Thursday in Nanaimo, and then make our way up to CFB Comox for Friday for the arrivals. So that is our plan. It's going to be fun and exciting. I will stream as much as I can, but we'll be filming content as well. If it's too spread out, the content, I may just film clips, put it together like we did for the Abbotsford Heavies arrival a few weeks ago. So it's going to be fun. I know that we're going to be able to do some streaming. So I just wanted to say that's coming. I'm really excited about it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So CFB Comox Air Show this Saturday. We'll be there. I hope we're going to be there. That's our plan. That is our plan, ladies and gentlemen. Where was I? Okay, let's go get the Embraer. Where is it? Did I lose it? It's right there. That's it. Flare. Embraer heading to Toronto. And behind it, in close proximity, Alaska Horizon heading to Seattle, Embraer. Double Embraers. Yeah, no, on the Friday, there's no air show on the Friday. It's just hanging out at the airport, but it's not ideal for spotting. It's a media day, and we've made application to attend as media. So that is the plan for Friday. As I say, everything's tentative, but I believe we will be granted media access on the Friday. But it is not a public. I can say it's not a public opening day on the Friday at CFB Comox. So I just didn't want you to drive there, Kirsten, and then be disappointed that there's nothing happening. That you do check out. They have a website on the CFB Comox Air Show, and all the details are on their website. It's too bad that you can't go on Saturday, because I think you and your son would have an absolutely fantastic time. But I understand if you do have other commitments, that's a different matter. There's Alaska Airlines, Flight 2006, operated by Horizon, heading to SeaTac Airport. And what's happening with Lufti? Well, El Nippon is taxiing out. So we're going to see El Nippon here. That's on the move. Dreamliner. That's going to be here soon. And yeah, I mean, Kirsten, it's quite a drive from Victoria up to Comox, isn't it? It's like 3 hours each way. That's why we're taking the ferry from Vancouver over to Nanaimo to make that a lot easier for us. Yeah, it's a long drive from Victoria all the way up to CFB Comox. So it would be 6 hours return for yourself. Okay, we've got a caravan coming in. A lot of caravans in this airport as well. Well, El Nippon is moving, but I don't see any Lufthansa yet. Airliner landed on the other side. Little Jumbolino taxiing across the runway there. We've got a Navajo as well on the runway there. Is. Well, I was hoping that Lufthansa was gonna go. If you guys have any intelligent comment. Oh, 16:45 according to Chris. 16:45 for Lufthansa, so that's 1 minute. Thank you. Thank you for that, Chris. So, just so you guys know, I mean, I'll end the show with Lufthansa. So, for those of you that I know it's getting late in the UK, and you're wondering when this is going to be, so we'll just wait for Lufthansa, and that'll be our show closer. That was Al Napon on the radio. About. Well, what else can I tell you guys? Paula, you're fading? Yeah. Well, when you wake up in the morning, Paula, and you're having your morning coffee, you can watch the last 15 or 20 minutes of the show. So if you're fading, by all means, call it a night, sleep well, and you'll see the rest of the show when you wake up. Because all we are waiting for now are the two departures: Al Napon Dreamliner heading to Tokyo, and Lufthansa. So those two heavies, and then I'll call it a day, and the experiment will have been deemed, I hope, a success. So, and then I'll be back again, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a pop-up show tomorrow or the day. We'll play it by ear, right? Maybe it'll be an evening show. We'll just play it by ear. So, but yeah, Paula, thank you for being here, and you're excused. You've done yeoman service, great service. You've a great long-time supporter of this, and it's very much appreciated. So sleep well, and if you do nod off, do not worry about it. Hello, Miles. Hi. And Rainbow Love. Welcome to the show, Rainbow Love and Miles. Hi. Just if you guys have not already done so, perhaps you might hit the subscribe to the JetFlix channel. That won't cost you a farthing, and you'll be notified whenever we're going live. So that would be amazing if you could do that. Usually it is busier than this. I'm doing, this is essentially a test of some settings, and I wanted to make sure things are working right, which they seem to be. So we're just going to wait for Al Napon and Lufthansa as our showstoppers today.
Alpha 115 Heavy, now taxi Julian, Hotel Delta, Delta 7. And who is the other culprit now? Aero 549 now, thanks. Taxi Hotel, North to the Brent, give me the whole Nepal Heavy, caution 10 miles.
Well. CRJ. Okay, Al Napon is definitely moving. Oh, this aircraft's being towed. That's so the CRJ center frame is actually under tow. It's not actually under ship's power. So that's why they're not pinging on any of the radar systems. But ANA is taxing. Thank you so much, Air Tiki, for subscribing. I appreciate that. However long you're here is appreciated. Every second of it. Thank you so much for doing that. The next show will be busier, I hope.
I think it will be.
Echo X-ray November over at FedEx taxi for Millionaire, please. Echo X-ray November ground. Hold short Delta Yankee, stay with me. Short Delta Yankee.
Okay, I see a tail. I see it. Is that Al Nippon? Yes. Yes, there's Al Nippon. ANA. I'm living in the 70s, so I excuse the version 1.0 airline name terminologies. There she is. There she is. Beautiful. Then we'll have Lufthansa and we'll have had a nice day. Venkman says, Henry, do you do any gardening time? Yes, well, Venkman, funny you should ask. I dusted off the weed eater yesterday and I cut down all the growth in our backyard so that when we're out there with the lawn chairs, we're not sitting in a forest of growth. And yes, I do gardening, not in the flower sense, but in the yard maintenance sense. So yes, I dusted off the weed eater and had a grand old time thwacking down the growth. And Robert, thank you so much, Robert Albertsons, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. That is awesome to have you both here as subscribers on the channel. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, Lufthansa. Yes. Heading to Frankfurt. It's on the move. Yo! Lufthansa is taxing in the house. Wonderful. Wonderful, guys. Mega excited. The 747, the Beast, the Fat Albert, the aluminum overcast. It's coming our way. It's awesome stuff. First ANA to prove their mettle. The pressure washer, yeah. Every time I go to Costco, I see those pressure washers and think to myself, oh, I'd like to have one of those. But I don't, they're several $100s. So, but yes, that's a nice thing to have is the pressure washer. Definitely. Yes, I've also ripped out most of our lawn as well. Having a lawn in Vancouver is pretty much a waste of time because you're not allowed to water it and it just gets overtaken by weeds or dies. So yes, most of our grass has been ripped out and we'll put down rock in due course. Right now it's just hard pack. But yeah, I'm done with grass. Totally done with grass. They can keep it. I agree with you, Air Tiki. There she is. Japanese heavy. Nice stuff. I'm liking what I see. Pleasing to the eye. Inspirational is one of my favorite lines. She makes the turn onto the active. Let's see if there's much weight before she pushes those throttles forward. start trundling along this way. There she goes. Yes. So Lufthansa's, we just heard them on the radio. A bit of a weak signal on the radio, but we will see them because they are, I believe, taxiing, and that'll be our way to end out the show in style. Yes, fire season has started. We're hearing about it on the radio all the time here in Vancouver. Up in, is it Nelson, BC, where they've got town under evacuation orders very, very early. Incredibly. Yeah. So, yeah, Perth Mark 2 says, looking forward to seeing the CP-140 Aurora. I grew up in Adelaide, where the P3s were based until we got the P8s, like Canada has ordered. Yes. So that's it. Yeah, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. Who else had them? The Netherlands, of course, the Koreans, Japan. A lot of the, I don't know what you want to call them, not NATO, but Western countries ordered P3s, or CP-140s, as we call it here in Canada. So I'd like to film them as much as possible because it's Allison engines, and the Allison engines are classic old engines. So they're apparently going to be doing a CP-140 flight demonstration at CFB Comox on Saturday, as well as a Hercules flight demonstration as well. So they usually do not do Aurora or Herc flight demos at Abbotsford because it's just too expensive. The Abbotsford Air Show Society, I guess it's too expensive for them to pay the gas. So those big airplanes don't fly. But if they're going to fly at Comox, that's impressive. That's impressive. That's worth the trip to see large aircraft flying. So I'm looking forward to that. Very much so. Anyhow, this aircraft is heading to Calgary. It's Air Canada Flight 222. And Lufthansa should be here soon for the grand finale. Yes, that's right. There was a bad fire near Fort McMurray a while ago. I do remember that. The incoming A350, it's not really, I mean, it's not worth extending the show to see it. It's an arrival on the other side, which is not it's not a fully unobstructed view. We've got a lot of tree line obstructions. So the A350 is for when I'm doing a show on the north side, so which I will be. So it's not a big loss that I'm not going to be here. So, you know, don't worry. We will see the Lufthansa A350 on a north side show.
Lufthansa 400, free contact. That's the 493 heavy ground taxi hotel Delta 7.
Turn and burn, yes.
Echo 385 ground, runway 26 left, welcome to 3006, taxi Golf Hotel Delta, Delta 7. Down to 369, ready to push. Yeah, 369 ground, push back to your crash. Push back out of 369.
Pretty soon we're going to see Lufthansa 747.
I think.
Ground Pasco 757, ready for taxi.
Pasco 757 ground, runway 26 left, welcome to 3006, taxi.
Charlie Pasco 757.
Okay, off they go. Flight 222 to Calgary, Air Canada Max. And the Lufthansa should be visible literally any second now. So we're waiting. So the RCAF ordered the Kingfisher, which is the Embraer, and to replace the Buffaloes, apparently. And it's not the greatest airplane, unfortunately. My battery's at 20%, so let's do a battery change, guys. Let's do a battery change so we're nice and fresh for the Lufthansa. Let's do that. Let's do a countdown here for the battery. So we're going to do a countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll be back in a few seconds. We did our battery change. We're all powered up here for Lufthansa. Let's look for the Luft. Oh yeah, there it is. Perfect timing, actually. There it is. Wow. You're still here, Paula. Okay, well, now it's just a few more minutes, and then our Lufthansa will have presented itself. Our 400. It's in the new colors too, that's nice. That's a nice contrast. Look at that. Big and small. That is very cool. Very neat. There she is. There she. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the wing flex. Look at that. Look at those wings loaded with fuel. Look at the arc. Wow. The beast. Lufthansa Flight 493, 747-430 service from Vancouver International to Frankfurt Airport. Looking absolutely stupendous this Monday, the 13th of April, 2024. My name is Henry Tenby. This is the JetFlix streaming service. Streaming live from YVR, Vancouver International Airport. Our live show is usually, we are scheduled every week, Thursdays, 9 a.m. Pacific time, but this is a pop-up show. This is one of our pop-up shows. So, we're out here at Larry Bird Park at Vancouver International Airport, soaking up the action.
It's great to see Lufthansa looking fantastic.
holding the camera on Lufthansa, not the Beech 1900 that's landing. This is stunning. This is mega fantastic. Ooh. 4-engine delight, I agree. This is just awesome. Catch the jet wash when he takes off, standing back here. Hard to say, maybe. Oh, no delays on the roll. 0 delay.
Well, that was worth the price of admission. I enjoyed that immensely. And let's just do our official sign off. Well, what can I say? I'd like to thank everybody for being here for this second pop-up show today, the 13th of May 2024. It's been interesting. We tested out some new settings. It looks like they held pretty well for us. So I'll be back over the next day or two, next couple of days for another pop-up show, and we'll give her another try. So thanks for watching. Those of you in the UK and Europe, I know it's late. Appreciate all of you for being here right to the bitter end. Thank you very, very much. Sleep well. And those of you in Australia, Perth, thank you for watching. We're wishing you a good morning and a good day ahead. All the best, and we'll see everybody on the next Vancouver show. Thanks again, everybody.